We are out power harrowing today. I'm just in the pickup and I've come to take over from Dan. I can see him in the field right in front of me. So let's go learn a little bit about power harrowing. So this is the difference between power harrowing and the ploughing. So this field was ploughed before, you can see the furrows. It's got a bit wet, so it's all a bit solid. But this power harrow does three kind of combinations in one. It chops it all up, and we also roll it at the same time. So it has a lot of processes in one, rather than going over and cultivating it, then rolling. So this is quite a good comparison to a cultivator, and it makes it very fine, very even, and a brilliant seed bed. So you can really see the difference what this machine does. So it's a 3 meter a 3 meter power harrow. So we are power harrowing, and it is a slow process, but it does do a good job. As you can see in front of me, the lines, all the kites have come out, but we got our GPS on. It's a bit dodgy, but it's working, so it's fine. So power harrow, yeah, as I said earlier, pretty much just is one implement into two, and then we'll probably come over and roll it again though, just because it looks a little bit fluffy, to consolidate it, and then we'll drill it and then roll it again, because the seed needs good seed soil contact. But it's doing a good job. It's cut up all the lumps, but it is a slow process, as I said. So I have finished the field and I am ready to go now. I've got to get out, shut the gate, and then I'm dropping the power harrow off at someone else's yard, because it's theirs, and we just borrowed it for a little bit because we don't actually have a power harrow, but we're looking to get one because we don't use it enough. So we're going to drop back off and then head on home. So it didn't take too long at all, and you've seen how it works, and it chops it all up, and it's done a really good job actually. So I have unhooked it, and I am covered in grease now. Oh, and on my face, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't get the pin undone to get this PTO shaft off, so I had to take to the toolbox just for a little bit of help, because I'm not strong sometimes. Oh, I have got it all over me. I have to have something to lever it with me, like a screwdriver. So right, off I go now. Better clean my hands, otherwise Billy will shout. So I've got back to the yard now, cleaned up a little bit, and I'm now going to show you a little bit from when I went out with Martin Bartholomew's, and I had a great time. He'll also be very pleased that I was just using a power harrow, because he doesn't like our direct drilling methods. So here we are. So I'm out in Martin's field of rapeseed. Now this is virgin ground. Oh!
It's a mouse.
Yeah, it's a mouse. I'm in the virgin field of rapeseed, and you decided not to put pod stick on it this year. And we're going to try an experiment in the other and put pod stick on the other, and we'll explain that later. But this is the first year you've direct drilled it, Martin. And what would you normally do?
So normally I would work it out with a tine disc press machine, roll it and drill it with a horse sprinter, but trying to avoid moisture loss and to perhaps have a little bit of stubble and trash around to disguise the emerging seedlings from flea beetles. It was direct drill with a Vercar 6 metre drill into the baled winter barley stubble. We had the 3/4 of an inch of rain the week before. We were just lucky, we just got the rain in this area and it came up really well. Had to have a dose of slug pellets, but it's been very trouble-free to
it's looking good, isn't it?
We hope for a good yield. There's no disease in it. It's all standing nicely. I'm going to do no pod stick on this field, but the other field I've got doing the same. We'll put some pod stick on. We'll see whether there's a difference.
Whether there's a difference. And Martin used direct drilling. Yay!
For the first time.
So I've just been out with Martin Bartholomew doing agronomy, and oh, what a knowledgeable man. I've learnt so much today. I've been to see all his crops, which are rowed, hand-picked, all the weeds out, and lots of other farmers that he does agronomy advice for. So I've got an Ellie's Welly, and do you fancy a farm walk? So on the 7th of June at 5:45, if you fancy a walk around a farm, it'd be really interesting, around Sheepdrove Farm. So it's in Hungerford, Lambourn area. So IAgrM are hosting a farm walk. If you, your friend, your partner, your colleague, anyone wants to come, email John Giles, message me, or the links will be below. So it's a farm walk, and if you're a farmer, they do quite a lot of diversification, solar panels, and they also have wedding venues, holiday cottages, and bits and bobs like that. So it's good to see how they diversified their farm. There's also livestock there, so if you fancy just coming to have a look at the livestock, that would be great as well. So it's quite local to me in Berkshire as well, so that's 45.